Hey Jonah, how does how does how does uh how does all this look? Does this look better? Does everything look and sound a little better? Is it choppy? Does the bitrate look bad? Give me some feedback. I don't know why jumping is the best method for testing the bitrate, but that's what we're doing. It's looking a lot better in my preview at least, so I'm hoping it's alright. And I'm hoping it will be alright. I kind of let the stream linger for a while on the startup stream and run an ad before I came back because I just wanted to watch it. But I think we're good. I kind of disregarded all of the presets that was recommended in OBS and by Twitch and did a little bit of a deep dive going through each setting, looking up what it means, looking up what I should set it to, and then testing it. There's a Twitch tool that if you set a flag to on your stream key, then you can stream to that and it'll give you feedback on your encoding and bitrate and all that without having to go live, so I was using that. I think we're good. I'm a little exhausted though after all that, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stream, but I'm going to do a bit. Whatever a bit means. I knew there were gonna be issues coming back after not doing this for a while, and honestly, I think I was having issues before I stopped too, so it's good to work these things out. Forgive me, I realize now that I never asked you what business brought you here. Can I be of assistance? Elisee said that, did she? Well, as you can see, I'm quite alright now. Unlike her, by the sound of it. Perhaps you might consider visiting Urianger next? Given his conversance with the idiosyncrasies of the Fae folk, I doubt it will be an issue, but a small part of me worries that they may not relinquish him willingly. As such, I would feel better if you were to look in on our friend. Assuming you have the time, of course. I always have the time for whatever you want me to do, Alpha Mill. Why'd I do that? Impatience. Oh yeah, I got all these at some point, so I can fly here. I've been getting a little bit of weirdness with the with some of the shadows and lights and flashing in the game. I disabled the caching or processing or whatever of Vulkan shaders ahead of time in Steam. Because it was annoying me while I was troubleshooting. I might turn that back on later. There's always something new. Including the heartburn I'm getting right now. The heartburn is new. Oh god. Do we got tons in here? Ha. That I should have the pleasure of welcoming a guest, even as mine own occupation draweth to a close. What bringeth thee hither, my friend? So thou'st would grant the Exarch a final tour of the realm which has been his home these 100 years? A noble gesture. As for Master Elfino's concerns, thou'st may rest assured that all is well here. Far from detaining me, our Fae friends have agreed to assist in the transportation of these tomes unto the Cabinet of Curiosity. Not more remaineth to be done. Regardless, 'tis well that thou'st did come, for I had been meaning to show something to thee. an object I chanced to find after thy victory over Elidibus. Though it hath lost its radiance, it's unmistakably a crystal of light, one that did, in all likelihood, once belong to Ardbert. Having been interred with his body, it would have remained upon his person after his possession by Elidibus, and when his mortal form was, forgive mine indelicacy, consumed by thy foe to feel his transformation, I posit that crystal did tumble free. Save which doth abide in thee, it is all remaineth of our friend, and if thou art willing, I would have thee delivered unto Seto. I can think of no worthier recipient than he, and no more fitting a bearer than thee. As ever thou, wilt find the Amaro in Wolkeldorf. My thanks, Ryugo. Wolkeldorf. Maybe I'm insane, but I also feel like the game is just running better for me too now. Despite not changing any settings in the game. Well, glad am I to see you safe and well. Rumor spoke of strange, spectral foes bent on your destruction. But with the sky returned to normal, I assume all is well again. So, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? A crystal of light believed to have belonged to Ardbert. Though it has lost its radiance, you would swear a faint light still shines at its core as if to remind you that hope never dies.
Is that Ardbert's crystal?
Indeed, the very one.
So it is. It has changed, but I would know it anywhere. However, did you come by it?
One-sided conversation.
Then, even in death, his enemies found a way to profit from his sacrifice. Oh, it grieves me to think of his body being used for evil ends. But, thanks to you, his honor is restored, and he may finally find peace. No words can express my gratitude. I will keep this crystal safe to the end of my days. Rest easy, my friend. You have earned it.
Does anything strike you as different about my soul?
Your soul?
Big Bird, yeah.
How can this be?
Huh?
Seto, my old friend. You've grown.
Oh, Artbert, how I've missed you. I'm sorry I couldn't keep you safe, or even console you. Had I only learned to speak sooner, I would have told you how much you meant to me, how much I cared.
I knew. I always knew. But I'm happy to hear it nonetheless. Thank you, Seto. My partner in crime.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting something like kind of that heavy or touching at the moment. Caught me off guard.
Then I will not yet bid him rest. With you, he may look forward to many more adventures. It has been a while since last I flew. Perhaps I too will go on a little adventure. Ride the winds, seek the horizon. Yes, I think perhaps I will.
Doesn't actually fly off. Thank you, Ryugo, for taking care of Artbert. May your adventures together take you beyond the farthest horizons, and may they always lead you safely home. By the way, I don't know if you were here earlier. I know you're probably popping in and out, but things look better now. Not choppy, smoother, good bit rate. I got a bird of my own. Ah, thou art returned. Tell me, how did Seto receive thine offering? Remarkable. 'Twas fated that thou shouldst be the one to undertake this task, I think. If Artbert liveth on in thee, so too shall he and his comrades live on in the hearts of the people of Nagrand. And their tale, now rightly told, shall inspire new warriors of light for generations to come. Also, I'm making waffles. Ooh, a mystery gift. Now, assuming thou'st intended to continue thy tour, I suggest Slitherbow as thy next destination. This task of tidying up one's abode is seldom light work, yet I suspect Y'shto's is heavier than most. Suffice it to say, a pair of helping hands might not go amiss. was trying to figure out if that rain was real or fake. And what is this? Have you come to spy on me? Does Urianger truly think me so slovenly? The nerve. Loath that I am to disappoint, I should put my affairs in order some time ago. I've even bade my farewells. To everyone, save Runar, that is. He's nowhere to be seen.
Master Matoya.
Oh.
For too long, I have remained silent.
Look at
but
him.
no longer. I could not bear it if you were to leave. Please, stay. I beg of you.
Runar, please.
I jest. At least in part. What I came to say is this. Thank you. Without your wisdom, your strength, and your kindness to guide us, our people would still be lost. We will never forget you, Master Matoya. Wherever your journeys may take you, you will always be in our hearts.
And you in mine. Remember that your people's journey, that our people's journey is yet ongoing. Your lives will change, and so too will your dreams. Yet come what may, you need not forsake your time-honored traditions, nor less your beliefs.
But neither should you be beholden to them. For it was with curiosity and courage that the Knights Blessed first triumphed over adversity. New knowledge and new wisdom are ever worthy of pursuit.
Indeed they are. And
Oops.
so, until we return to the Sunless Sea, we shall endeavor to live our lives to the fullest.
That is well. But however great your strides, there may yet come a day when the challenges you face cannot be surmounted alone. On such a day,
On such a day.
What?
you may call on me. Since a means to travel between worlds exists, you can be sure I will find a way to employ it.
Okay.
And there remain so many mysteries here that want for solving.
I don't know why that was
Master
creepy.
Matoya.
Runar, really?
We like Runar. Honestly, he's a boy in the body of a man. Anyway, it is time we headed back to the Crystarium, shall we? You still have to take the Exarch to Nabantharon? I see, very well. You can look on Thancred while you're about it. His will be a difficult farewell, and I'm sure he would appreciate your support. The path goes through Twine. If you wait there, you will like to meet him on his way back, if not before. Train guys. You too. What is this, my bloody name day? I see. Yes, Thancred was here, and Reen too. They said they wanted to go to Navarone, so we gave them the use of the trolley. That's right. The old girl's up and running again, but we don't just put her back together, mind you. No, with a little help from Master Chai, we made her faster. And stronger. Yes, the future of trolleys is looking brighter than ever. Whisper it, but I reckon it might be time to reach for the stars with a trolley to dwarf all trolleys. If you ask me, we'd be better off making them smaller, that way they can fit in narrow shafts. But that's genius, why didn't I think of that? Enough, you can daydream in your own time. In case you've forgotten, our priority is to have more working trolleys. That's why we turned to Chai News. By the way, to make the one trolley we've got go faster, we need help getting a few Talos back in working order, you see. We're out testing them when your airship came down, as a matter of fact. You seem to have a habit of crashing things. We're back. Thanks for the loan of the trolley. Here you go. What are you doing here? Don't tell me the others are waiting for us. That's a relief. At any rate, we've done what we came to do, which means I'm ready to leave. Or as ready as I'll ever be, at least. Not to pry, but what's going on? Are you off to somewhere? You could say that. So you're headed home. I'm just a simple miner and don't know much about this world traveling business. But the young lady here, she'll be looked after, will she? I'll be fine, thank you. I have a place to stay at the Crystarium and I don't want for anything. Besides which, I've no shortage of friends I can turn to. Friends like you lot. So please don't worry, I'll be fine, really. If you say so. It is a matter of life and death, I suppose. You have to leave. But I, for one, would still be torn. If the choice were mine, I'm not sure I could be parted from my family. No, but it's for the best. Rin has chosen to walk her own path, and she doesn't need me under her feet. Besides, I have my own responsibilities, and I would be setting a very good example if I neglected them. Perhaps not. Either way, I envy your dilemma. Well then, young lady, if there's anything you need, anything at all, you can call on us. It may surprise you, but we can do more than simply offer you trolley rides. Thank you, Magnus, everyone. Shall we? If you've got nowhere left to visit, we can go back to the Crystarium together. No. Oh, it's you. You're probably wondering why I'm not with the others. It's just, I always knew everyone would leave one day. I always hoped and prayed we would find a way to send them home. But now that the time has come, I just feel lost and lonely. And I don't want last moments to get to be sad. I want to hold myself together. Just long enough to say the things I need to say. But I'm not sure I can even do that. You can do it, Ren. Right. Thank you, Ryugo. I feel braver already. Go on ahead and join the others. I'll be along after I've taken a few deep breaths.
That's everyone then. We've all said what we needed to. Even as we speak, Becklug undertaketh their final inspection of our spirit vessels. When thine own preparations for the journey are complete, thou art to present thyself in the ocular.
Everyone? I want to thank you all, on behalf of the First. You, and Minfilia, and the Exarch. Without each and every one of you guiding us, fighting for us, we wouldn't be standing here now. There wouldn't even be a here. And no words can express our gratitude. We still have a lot to do. Countless trials to overcome. But if it ever seems too much, I'll think of our time together. The happy moments, and the sad. I will remember it all. And it will give me the strength to carry on without you. Because you made me who I am. Minfilia. Reen. To honor these names and these memories, I will stand with all the people of this land and strive for a better tomorrow.
Thancred, I believe the honor of responding should rightfully be thine.
He was waiting for someone else to talk. Whoa.
I know better than most how much you've grown, and I have every confidence you'll make your people proud. Gods know I'm proud of you. I always will be. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and more.
Might we also say a few words?
Rabbit.
Why, this is just about all of you.
To see you off seemed the least we could do. You risked your all for us, fought for a realm not your own. Before you came, we had never known the beauty of the night sky. Or the joy of your company. Though it saddens us deeply to bid you farewell, it has ever been our way to send off friends with a smile. Wherever your road should lead, we shall pray for your safety. And following your brave example, we shall continue to fight for the Crystarium.
With or without us, you've always taken good care of this city. I don't doubt for a moment you'll continue to do so.
Aye. A more resilient people we have never known. As resilient and enduring as the tower that watches over you.
By the way, we'll be taking that with us.
To the last, we did not question the Exarch about his past. It is only now, when he can no longer tell us, that we believe we know the answer. We have heard what became of him, and what is about to be attempted.
Who leaked it?
All will be well. Of this we are certain. How could it be otherwise, when every soul in the Crystarium is praying for it with all their heart? And so, when our Lord awakens, I bid you give him a message. Tell him he needn't worry about us. That he need no longer hide who he truly is. That he should live his own life to the fullest. And that if he should ever find himself reminiscing on the past with a smile, we shall be smiling with him. Will you tell him this?
Everyone talks like Shakespeare here. All the prose is rosy. I love it.
Thank you. Please look after him for us.
I dare say we have all the good wishes we can carry. Let us be on our way.
We never publicly disclosed what happened with, like, Elidibus and Arbert and all that, right? To these people that were so impacted by him recently. Wind up, nice still. Oh, cool. Modeled upon no one in particular. No, really. All of the novice. Why is it showing me all this? Yeah, it rained. And? What are you trying to say by that? Oh, is that so?
But it also does seem like we will be picking up
What? What?
it'll be a code for packing up the Christmas things.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the Christmas things I wanted to pack away first were the outside ones, because I want to keep the tree up through a while.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the Santas.
There we go. That's good. That's a good plan.
Well, I suppose it's time. Are you ready? Alright, let's not keep the others waiting. Makes sense to leave at night. there you are. I take it you're ready for the journey. Spirit vessels are primed and our company complete. At a word from you, we shall begin. Upon beginning the soul imbuing ritual, several cutscenes will play in sequence, and it is recommended you set aside sufficient time to view them in their entirety. Very good, I shall distribute the vessels at once.
All right then. Pray proceed as instructed, beginning with your memories.
The first step is complete, and all appeareth to be in order.
Well, that just leaves our souls.
Those old things.
We're in your hands, Angelo.
I don't remember what the pig is for. But sure.
It is done! The vessels have received of both their memories and their souls. I hereby entrust them to your care. They belong to you now. Just be sure to guard them well, yes?
This will work, won't it?
Our theories have held thus far, but I make no promises about what is to come. Even the greatest mages in history knew better than to transport a soul across the rift. We, my dear, are in unknown territory. Prepare as we might, we cannot account for all possibilities. And it is in such circumstances that accidents are wont to occur. Yet miracles do happen. So let us pray and will our friends home.
I won't stop praying until I know they're safe.
All safely stowed away? I do hope so. All that remains then is to step into the mirror. Go now, and safe travels.
Places the wrong crystal on each bed. Body swap scenario happens.
Did it? Are we?
We're home.
Oh, you're back. You're back. You're all back.
Thank you. My body feels like a sack of popotos. But
Popotos?
I've never felt better. That said, I doubt any of us will be fit to travel for some while. May we leave the rest to you?
The rest?
The vessel beareth our comrade's blood. With it in thy possession, the way will surely open before thee.
What? But you've only just got here.
She has no clue what's going on.
Tataru, might I trouble you to brew us all a pot of your special tea? Ah, and we may require an extra cup.
Oh. Huh? Why? Why are we gonna need an extra cup? Huh?
Yours is a long road, my friend, and it stretches onto places beyond imagining. With your every step, these grand adventures shall grow more distant and faint. And there may come a day when you forget the faces and voices of those you have met along the way. On that day, I bid you remember this. That no matter how far your journey may take you, you stand where you stand by virtue of the road you walked to get there. For in times of hardship, when you fear you cannot go on, the joy you have known, the pain you have felt, the prayers you have whispered and answered, they shall ever be your strength and your comfort. this I hope. I believe. Here at memory's end.
Some days later. They're not going to show it. Look at this dork reading his book.
What is it, Alize? Are you all right? Do you still feel under the weather?
So they're back to the outfits they got in Heavensward and Stormblood now.
Better. Thanks to Kryle's ministrations, I'm already looking forward to our next fight. But seriously, don't you have anything to say about that?
That. No, I guess they recreated them. They recreated their outfits from the other world just because they liked them so much. Ryonji might be a bigger dork now.
No less impressive than our garments. You've outdone yourself, Tataru.
Oh my god, they addressed it.
To give credit where it's due, I had help from a certain fiery pixie who visited me in my dreams. They gave me all the information I needed to get the details just right.
Just right.
For your weapons, though, I needed a lot more help. Thankfully, our favorite heads of state were
Heads
happy
of
to
state.
place their finest craftsmen at my exclusive disposal. Oh, and speaking of the Alliance leaders, they all expressed their unreserved elation at your safe return, and promise to come and see you in person as soon as they can.
This is also cute.
They really needn't have gone to such trouble. But we'll be keeping these gifts all the same. Do pass on our gratitude.
But what's bumming her out?
I realise we haven't taken up new martial arts, nor have I ever been one to set much store by appearances. But I can't help feeling a certain lack of, I don't know, personal development.
Mm-hmm.
I quite understand. But as you observed, the others had the more pressing need. Rest assured, our turn will come.
So how come Thancred, Ryonji, and Y'shtola got their outfits restored, but these two didn't? He's got on his Heavensward thing, and she's got on her Stormblood thing. I'm getting some screen tearing. I'm not gonna worry about that now.
If I expend any more ether, I swear I will blink out of existence. I need a bite to eat.
Foreshadowing. Because of the next ones to get new outfits. That's the answer.
Tataru, a cup of tea, if you would be so kind.
And honestly, I
Sweet.
like both of their outfits that they have on now. The other three definitely needed the upgrade, but those two, it's debatable, I think.
By Mistress Kryle's exhausted state, may I assume that the ward has been restored?
Foreshadowing, yeah.
Indeed.
The ward.
We succeeded in weaving it anew, albeit at a slightly diminished potency than when I had Becklug's assistance. It is no cause for concern, though. The tower is not easily reached, never mind breached. And even should some few succeed, their presence won't escape my notice.
Excellent. Said duty thus discharged, thou art free to go wheresoever thy fancy taketh thee.
Fun and fancy free.
Hast thou perchance come to a decision? The offer remaineth open.
He's back!
Well, if you're certain that's what you... I
Wee. Really? No. Ears perk up.
Right. I accept. Henceforth, I shall count myself a scion of the seventh dawn. Grahatia, at your service.
I always thought... I already counted him as one anyway, personally.
When I was a boy, many long years ago, I yearned to stand tall as the heroes of Eld.
I guess it's official now, though.
But, like a fool, seeking to pluck the stars from the heavens,
Sign your W-2.
my every attempt to reprise their deeds fell short.
There's trouble in the town.
Help! Somebody help!
If only there were some heroes here. I like his outfit.
Hippogriffs! Hippogriffs on the rampage! A giant flock of them! Please, we need help!
There's a troll in the dungeon.
I could do with a little rampage myself.
What? Now wait, just a...
Is everyone gonna get a little money shot there? A glamour shot?
Go again.
Or just her? Imagine going to sleep, you're like 70 and half rock, and then you wake up and you're like not rock and 17.
I will join the fray when I finished my tea.
Thus did the Avatar of Destruction descend, and in her wake leave naught but tears and ash.
And then, one day, an all but forgotten dream from my youth stood before me, in the flesh.
Waddling Tataru. You told me it was completable soon. Yeah, that was like a month and a half ago, but that's mostly my fault. As far as like actual game time has been since you told me that, it's been like maybe 2 hours. Which I guess was still pushing it for where I was like trying to end at the time, but still.
So it was that a new adventure began.
New adventure? I can't believe Xenos is still, like, here. I thought he was just gonna be Mr. Stormblood.
The memory
Mr.
of a
Blood.
dying world's end. Night after night. And I thought it but a tired old dream.
I say, I
Oops.
knew that securing the
Oops.
palace would provide your radiance with depressingly little sport, but that you should fall asleep out of boredom.
Who?
Splendid. Truly splendid. And my own preparations, you will be pleased to hear, proceed apace. Oh, yes. They proceed very well indeed. Frighteningly so. And we owe it not least of all to this singularly useful body I chanced to find.
singularly useful body.
With the Populares now all but destroyed, it will be the simplest of tasks to discredit their groundless assertions that I met with a grisly end.
Xenos being alive is kind of an enormous ass pull, but I'm okay with it. There were like 3 hand waves involved with him being on that throne.
As the very much alive Lord of House Brutus, I have a vast fortune at my disposal. Ah, money, 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 the great motivator. There is simply no better way to move men and expedite plans than with its alluring glint. Would you not agree? But wait.
But again, it's in character. Like, he's the survivor guy. Guy that survives. Because he wants to fight really hard. Wait, that guy? Well, okay, it's someone in his body, but...
Should our familiarity cause you distress, I beg your forgiveness.
Is that Asahi? That guy?
What did you say?
I thought all the Asians were dead. Like, super dead.
Oh, a dagger through my heart! That my deepest desire should forever remain unfulfilled. To live unrecognized, to die forgotten. Oh. So it goes. Whatever this flesh may have been before, it serves only as a vessel now.
You remembered his name, yeah.
Faithful Fandaniel.
Fandaniel? What the fuck? What kind of name is that? Fandaniel? Are you kidding me?
Speaking of
They're not serious.
with the palace in our hands, we may now proceed with the next phase
Fandaniel?
of the plan. But how very odd.
What?
Despite all our havoc wreaking, old Elidibus did not deign to appear. Dare I hope that the last of the unsundered is gone? Imagine it! Bound no more by the shackles of mouldering memories of damnable duty, free at last to live for the moment!
Okay. The convocation is dead, but there's still other Asians. I guess, quote-unquote, more normal ones.
Your radiance. But give the word, and I shall go forth and prepare for you your hunting ground.
Although, considering they've all been, like, quote-unquote, surviving for eternity, I'm surprised they've never, like,
That which awaited
run into
was a
each other
foul
or
beast.
intersected.
Ferocious, ravenous, remorseless.
Like, I feel like they would still be working together despite being not in the convocation and having similar goals. But I don't know, maybe Fandaniel's got his own agenda. That is the most unbelievable name they've thrown at me so far. Fandaniel, no way.
It has been too long, my friend, and insufferably dull in your absence. When you return to me, you will share everything. Every blow will be a story unto itself. Every triumph, every kill.
You talking about me?
Rest assured, we shall have a fitting stage for our reunion.
He wants to fight.
Oh yes, to reprise that transcendent moment, I will set this world ablaze. And we shall dance before the pyre. The beast shall kindle the flames of the apocalypse.
Into its domain shall the hero set forth for the final chapter in the tale of this star.
The final chapter. I feel like something that's happened in Shadowbringers in particular, but particularly in the post-Shadowbringers stuff, is everything's gotten like a little bit more cartoonish and like gotten a little bit more flair. And I know this word is a negative connotation, but I mean it in a good way. I feel like the characters have been a little bit Flanderized, but I really do mean that in a good way. Because everyone was like very serious and dry before to an extent, with like moments, but now it's like everyone is very distinct and fun. And when they're not fun, it's fun that they're not fun. You're back. Tell me, Rugo, do you think I was excessively familiar earlier in my tone and mannerism? Thought it better to be familiar than formal if we were to be comrades, but now I worry that it may have detracted from the gratitude and respect I harbor for everyone. Perhaps we might consider it a nod to my regrettably less than humble beginnings? Yes, that will do. He's overthinking his second first impression. Being free to live as one pleases is not without its challenges. In a way, it is easier than when I had a mission that consumed me every waking moment. It provided me with a focus and a constant push in a singular direction. By the way, was casting spells always so draining? I'd quite forgotten what it was like to do it without the tower. I rarely felt so exhausted or hungry. Yet if all I did was spin the bow, I might be of limited use to you on your adventures. So I shall persevere. Yeah, it feels like the Scions feel more like friends now than like colleagues who work together, right? Whoever I might have been before, I am now a Scion, and an inexperienced Scion at that. A green initiate, eager to learn how best to contribute to the cause. That he might follow in the footsteps of his inspiration. They've logged in their archetypes and really dug into what makes them interesting. He is now available as a trust companion. Cool. Hark to it, then? Yeah, I can't believe Nosferatu said hark to a. I can't believe your mind went there when you watched that scene. That was like... When I was watching that scene in Nosferatu, hark to a was maybe the furthest thing from my mind, so you said it directly at me and I was like, what are you talking about? For a brief moment, the movie made me forget what that meant, and I was, like, blissfully unaware what you were even alluding to, and it was great. That movie was great. I think I'm still partial to The Lighthouse, but it was really good. Like, maybe it might be... I think it might be better than The Lighthouse, but I like The Lighthouse more. I still have to watch, what is it, The Northman? I haven't seen that one. Probably his sexiest film. I don't know if like, the sex factor is one of the main things I'm thinking about when I watch an Eggers movie. But it certainly was something I was thinking about more during Nosferatu than the other ones. I don't know, that's totally wrong. That's totally wrong, I'm thinking back on it. You know, Robert Pattinson did that stuff with that, like, figurine, and then he had the dreams about, like, the mermaid, like, just on display. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're always sexy movies. I mean, like, they got him using sex. That's how they got him. I'm gonna stop now. This was the first stream in at least a month because I had no time and no momentum and I was dreading troubleshooting, but now I have more time and I've got some momentum and I troubleshooted the stuff, so it should work better now. Hopefully. I don't know why it was suddenly a lot worse upon restarting, but things I think are noticeably like better and more consistent than even before. I was talking to Kristen about it, by the way, and we might do some like a little bit of rebranding stuff. We'll figure it out. It's the holiday wins. I didn't even realize how busy I was this past month until like I'm in like the post-Christmas period and now, and I'm like realizing I'm like stopping. Like I didn't realize that I was running until I like had a moment to breathe. Finished Shadowbringers. I feel like I haven't finished Shadowbringers though until Endwalker begins. You know what I mean? And like I thought like it was I do this every year. I'm so predictable about it. But like let me pause with him while I talk. But like am I gonna like emote? No, I'm just gonna stare at the camera with him. Like we're on a Weezer cover band. I thought I had like everything more prepared. Like I thought, okay, we're gonna do this, this, and this, and I bought these gifts. But and you know, I set up the decorations early. I did all this stuff. But it, you know, despite that, it just never stops. Some of that was self-inflicted though, because this was also the time of year that I tried to do a game jam. I did do a game jam. And I like did the patio because I was trying to cram those both into this month, and then the grease mist thing happened, and that was a lot. So a lot of self-inflicted stuff. There's another patch leading into it. I'm gonna look at the list. This was 5.3 Reflections in Crystal, and Nosferatu happened, yeah. There's 5.4 Futures Rewritten, 5.5 Death Unto Dawn Part 2, and 5.55 Death Unto Dawn Part 1. 1 then 2. Which I guess, so the second one's really short though, so I guess it's 1. So there's like 2 patches left. There's like 2 patches left. Did it freeze? Did it freeze? It looked frozen on the Twitch preview. I think we're okay. What was I even talking about? Yeah, there's 2 more patches, and then I gotta do the raid series. That like I need to do all those beforehand. Yippee. Yippee indeed. You gotta get your brand perks. Brand perks? What do you mean brand perks? What does it mean? I mean, I don't think the concept of like the Synmyn roll is going away or anything like that, but I mean, thanks for 3 months. But like it might be a little different. Before they're all rebranded. I don't think it's not gonna be that big of a deal, but it's gonna be like a thing. Cause I don't know, like there's something about the current image where I'm like, this doesn't feel right to me at the moment. Brand perk Tua. Okay, I gotta stop now. Goodbye. Thank you. That's it. I got that. That's it. Wait, what does Personal Kim's birthday mean? You need to tell me what Personal Kim's birthday mean off stream, okay?